No, Pranesh, this is absolutely ridiculous because this is precisely the problem with the government today. Delulu is not the Salulu. Restaurants in Bangalore, restaurants in Mumbai, restaurants in Chennai are reporting shortages. People cannot get LPG
We'll
cylinders.
come to
at
oil,
home.
Anish.
And
That's the second part of our debate. We'll discuss oil. Let's just quickly discuss what happened in Parliament today on the debate over no confidence motion against the Speaker. Now, look at the confusion here. Professor Mondal is saying, why is Rahul Gandhi not raising important issues in Bengal? Many leaders in the past of India Alliance, your party included, have countered Rahul Gandhi's claims of vote chori, EVM tampering, etc.
The simple fact is, Pranesh, that the India Alliance is a democratic alliance. Different political parties within the India Alliance have priorities that they set for themselves. We have our differences with the Congress party, as does the TMC. We also have many commonalities, which is why we are part of the same alliance. Mamta Didi is the leader of the India Alliance. Pawar Sahib is a leader of the India Alliance. Rahul Gandhi is also the leader of the India Alliance, right? So, in this circumstance, asking who is the leader of the India Alliance is far less important than asking whether or not.
I am not asking that question, Anish. No, I am not asking that question. I only say, these things because the Congress party, and many in the Congress, and you know their names, they keep saying Rahul Gandhi shadow prime minister. Tehseen repeated it.
No. By the way, Pranesh, Sharad Pawar never said that. Sharad Pawar ji is very, very clear that Rahul Gandhi is a non-serious player. Just so our friend Anish knows. On 21st September 2023, Sharad Pawar said Rahul Gandhi cannot be serious if he is asking for a JPC on the Adani issue. In fact, he went on and met Gautam Adani to give that signal out. So, Anish, Sharad Pawar ji is very, very clear that Rahul Gandhi is not a serious player. Just so you know. You should know what Sharad Pawar stands for.
Anish?
No, we've also supported Rahul Gandhi on various other issues that he has raised, and we've had differences with the Congress party on various other issues that they've raised. And that is precisely something that I think the NDA does not understand, because they rule through diktat and through fiat, and do not allow individual members or their constituent alliance partners to have an opinion of their own. Okay. I think this is the beauty of democracy.
Now, let me ask you the larger question about the BJP questioning Rahul Gandhi's loyalty. This foreign origin, debate, so to say, has been revived after a long time now. It has happened in the past. Now the BJP's, I said what the BJP said about Nehru, his stance on the Holkar succession saga, to say that Rahul is not serious, and they said it on the back of Rahul Gandhi's comments that kar diya inhone, kar diya, his comments on AI summit, the shirtless protest.
The problem is, Pranesh, जब कोविड चल रहा था, लोगों को ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर नहीं मिल रहे थे, लोग दिल्ली में मर रहे थे, हम ताली और थाली कर रहे थे. आज जब एक युद्ध चल रहा है, एलपीजी एलएनजी नहीं है, लोगों के मन में सवाल है, हम राहुल गांधी के फॉरेन ओरिजिन्स पे बात कर रहे हैं. What is going on?
Okay, Sanju Verma, what is going on? Why are you questioning Rahul's loyalty?
Pranesh, let me just educate the NCP spokesperson. थाली पर विवाद करने से पहले ये सुनिए, ताली थाली के अलावा इंडिया administered 194 crore doses to its adult population in just 18 months. Under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, we had the world's largest vaccination drive. We had the world's fastest vaccination drive. और ये WhatsApp का ज्ञान नहीं है. Before you accuse me of WhatsApp whataboutery, this is what UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said. He said, had it not been for Narendra Modi, large parts of the world would not have healed ad verbatim. And let me say one more thing, Pranesh, that, there is a question hour. But more importantly, there is a 0 hour between 12 noon and 1 p.m. in the afternoon. When opposition wants to raise questions during 0 hour, they don't need to give a 10-day notice period. You can raise important questions during 0 hour spontaneously. Why is it that the opposition does not use 0 hour productively? और जी हाँ, ये 0 hour आपके नेहरू चाचा ने ही इंट्रोड्यूस किया था in 1962.
Okay,
one of the few good things that we did.
Tehseen?
Pranesh, whatever differences any of us on this panel have, I really worked in COVID and I know how the union government collapsed. And this union government charged me, Tehseen, GST on oxygen. I paid GST on oxygen. Please, Narendra Modi ji, I have a lot of respect and did not save the world. It was a private company that made the vaccine, which was an Astra vaccine. The Indian vaccine, Bharat Biotech vaccine, was not even approved by the WHO. Please don't take credit for what our entrepreneurs did. He was a vaccine manufacturer from Pune, from Maharashtra, from where Anish and I come. Please, the Prime Minister did a lot of good things, but there was a disaster during COVID and people died. I have paid for people to get funerals done. Please, and we paid GST on that. No, the union government was not standing with us. As did state governments, I won't take that away. But the union government had collapsed. Don't sign as a sign of virtue that you saved the world.
Karan?
You didn't save the world.
So, we can have a debate on COVID, but actually what Sanju ji said, administering 194 crore doses is a mammoth task, a Herculean task pulled by this government, and that is what she pointed, and nobody can take that away from the government. There might have been certain lacunas which Tehseen has pointed out. It was a difficult time. I don't take that away from it. But Pranesh, here when he talks about our businesses, Tehseen just mentioned our businesses. Today, Pranesh, why we are in a very sweet spot. I wish we had a debate on the oil debate. I think the opposition would be shamed if we had an oil debate.
Let's have that debate on oil.
Today, we are in a great position, and I say this with conviction at my command, for those who understand this business, because of our tremendous refining capacity, which is even more than many parts of the so-called developed world. And why do we have that? Because we have players like Ambani. I would say that Reliance India Limited, the biggest refining facility at Jamnagar, where the world is looking at us today. We have that kind of refining capacity. So before anyone, keeps casting aspersions on our entrepreneurs, let's remember that even during this crisis, if there comes a crisis, I don't think the crisis will come because the government's prepared for it. It will be the hard work of our entrepreneurs. Tehseen, when you say entrepreneurs, explain that to the Congress party. Explain that to our friends like Monojit Mandal and others who keep talking Ambani, Adani, and then look towards them for bailouts during crisis.
Right. Karan, you said, debate on oil. Let's have that debate. Tehseen, the crude politics is playing out on oil. There is a lot of fear-mongering going on. Yeah. And this is the same COVID template that the opposition had used then. Vaccine for fear-mongering, etc., etc. So, that is irresponsible commentary. Where is...
one small thing.
Yeah.
When you talk about reserves, 75-day reserves, I want to know from the rest of the panel, who has more than a 75-day reserve in the world right now? It's unbelievable to have this much of a reserve to begin with. So let's stop fear-mongering as far as that is concerned.
Tehseen.
Yeah. Karan's made very valid points. Karan, number one, for the Ambani Jamnagar refining plant that started in 2006. I personally don't think Ambani and Adani should be abused. You know that I don't like entrepreneurs being abused. I think that's wrong. Let me come to the larger point you made. We are not talking about crude oil. Again, both Anish and I focused on LPG. We don't have LPG strategic reserves. It comes 85% from the Strait of Hormuz. And restaurants, be it Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, and even other parts, Jharkhand, Ranchi, etc., are facing shortages on the brink of closing. And on top of that, this government raided restaurants today. What kind of business and behavior is this government up to? That's my problem. And you send diesel to Bangladesh. At a time when we have whatever days reserve, you send 5,000 tons of diesel. You fulfill your commitment with Bangladesh, okay. But you will attack others. You don't have strategic reserve.
Or do you ask that question? Sanju Verma first, then Karan, I'm coming to you. Sure.